Hello and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Villa Park in this road to glory save. Before we get underway, please drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below and hit the notification bell so you know when we go live with these videos. That being said, let's get into the video. So as I said, welcome back to Villa Park, Aston Villa in the Premier League. The last episode we lost 2-1 against Manchester United, beat Southampton 4-0 and lost 5-2 against Manchester City. Since then we beat Everton 3-1, lost against Leeds 3-1, drew with Brentford 1-1, beat West Brom 3-0. And then the two freakiest results where we lost 3-2 against Leeds, that wasn't so much the freak. The freak was the following result where we beat Liverpool 2-0. Liverpool are top of the table, Leeds are in 11th. So in that spell we lost 2 games against Leeds but managed to beat top of the table. So absolutely bizarre. We are back today, 4 games against Newcastle and Burnley, and they sit in. Burnley are 14th, Newcastle are 7th. Both winnable games. We are in 13th place now. We have 37 points from 31 games. We are 12 points clear of the the relegation zone. We should be able to sustain this last little push and stay up. If you look at our games, the Burnley game is a winnable game. I think the Norwich game is a winnable game. And then we also have Leicester, Tottenham, Chelsea, Arsenal and Newcastle. If we can get something out of Newcastle in the first game of this episode, maybe get something out of either Arsenal, Chelsea or Spurs, one of our London teams, then we will definitely be safe. But I think victories against Burnley and Norwich will pretty much do it for us. That will get us to 43 points, so that should be more than enough. In terms of how the squad is getting on, Mika Biereth is top goal scorer still with 9 goals. Federico Perillo's got 5 since he's come in 8 appearances, 6 starts. He's averaging a 7.16, second best player. Gilles Lemers, who was very unhappy when we came into the club, wasn't first choice central midfielder when we took over. He's turned into one of our first choice central midfielders. He is averaging a 7.45, 3 goals and 5 assists. We just don't have the players doing the business to really make a good dent on it. But we seem to have a good squad in place now, and hopefully we can progress. We're ready for this game against Newcastle. They sit in 7th. And the team is going to look like this. We're going to bring back Dubois into left back, and then the right back is going to be Tanganga. He's struggling with fitness, but we're going to give him the game nonetheless. And then we're going to move Tavernier out to the left hand side and then bring back in Lemers as the central midfielder, the box to box midfielder. Tavernier he's the right sided player, so we're going to, I think we'll do that. I think we'll leave it Emil Smith Rowe on the right, Tavernier on the left, Perilla's up front. So the side is as follows. It's Formisano in goal, Dubois, Suarez, Salinas and Tanganga. Barat sat in front of them, Lemers and Neto in the central midfield, Tavernier on the left, Smith Rowe on the right, Perilla up front. This is a big game. If we can get 3 points here, we are pretty much certain to stay up. So it's Aston Villa versus Newcastle from Villa Park. It's not a scary game for us, considering the money that they have at the start of this game. They haven't done as well as I thought they would do. So let's get into it. Villa versus Newcastle. Let's go. Corner kick now. Lemers balling, headed away from Salinas. Who's going to get there first? It's going to be Bello, I think it is. Yeah, he goes in field to Agume. Osorio cuts it out. Perilla now looks that ball through. Smith Rowe 1-on-1 scores. There's not even going to be a check. I thought there may have been. And the first highlight of the game, 20 minutes to play. Villa lead by a goal to nil here at Villa Park. And that was lovely play. Bello picked up the ball. He went in field to Agume. The ball to Diogo was cut out. Osorio into Perilla. Great through ball. And Smith Rowe beats a goalkeeper at the near post. It is 1-0, 20 minutes to play. And in an absolutely drab game, we have won by 1 goal to nil. A real smash and grab. 1 highlight, 1 goal. That's all you need to do, and this is going to be a very, very short episode, especially if the second game doesn't provide much entertainment. But it's 3 points, and 3 points is exactly what we need. We were a bit of a let-off. We weren't good enough, but we got the result, and that means the league table looked like this. Oh, let's go through that. So we are in 13th still, 40 points. There's an outside shot, you know. If we beat Burnley in this next episode, we move to 43 points. There's an outside chance that we could make Europe. That 7th place is definitely up for grabs, even down to say Burnley. So there is an outside chance we could do. Burnley have won 5-0 today at Norwich, so they're in a bit of form going into that game. So let's get into the second game of the episode. We play Burnley, and let's see if we can keep this good run of form going. Martin Neto is out for 3 to 5 weeks with a twisted ankle. We're going to leave him to the physio. We don't necessarily need to rush him back. That means that we can move, if we move Tavernier into the centre of midfield and then give Conceição his place back on. We'll swap them around. Everyone else to throw on the left, Conceição on the right, and we'll use that going into the next game, I think. And we also had the youth candidates come through, so we have got a couple of high potential players, 4-star potential Irish players, Derek Gaffney and Ronan McGuinness. Aristo Findlay is a 3.5-star potential left fullback. And then going down here with a couple of 3-stars, Mike Norton, Pete Jones, Luke Holland and Sam Bell. Quickly pull them up if anyone wants to have a look at them. Good first touch, good free kick taking, technique and passing, good determination and teamwork, fairly determined personality as well. Poor strength though for Derek Gaffney. Aristo Findlay, good acceleration, good agility, good pace, bravery and determination again, and again fairly determined. He's a centre back. Poor free kick taking's 1, so don't know what that says there for him. Dribbling a 7, first touch a 7, crossing a 5. It looks like he's probably going to be more of a centre back. Heading a 4, aerially he is a 10 with his jumping reach, so not great there. Ronan McGuinness is a centre back as well, 6'2", decent jumping reach, heading's okay for 15, good aggression, determination's 11, position is 12, work rate is 11. And then going down here, Mike Norton is a left winger, natural fitness of 13, dribbling of 11, first touch of 15, technique of 13. Not really quick or good stamina wise at the moment, but he probably will improve on that. Pete Jones, acceleration and pace, very good. Stamina is pretty decent. Finishing and first touch, pretty good. 14 finishing, 11 first touch, sorry. Maybe decent, but he's still only greyed out in terms of stars, and only potentially 3 stars as well. And then the last 2 is Luke Holland, who is a right winger, crossing of 11, dribbling of 10, first touch of 9, technique of 12, natural fitness of 16, pace of 13, acceleration of 15. So decent little pacey winger possibly there. And Sam Bell is a central midfielder, 11 natural fitness, 5'8", decision making, determination, flair, all pretty good. Vision 14, his passing 16, looks like he can spray a ball at 15. You gotta see if any of these players are going to do the business. We've offered a number of them contracts and they've all accepted, hopefully to make our youth setup look a little bit better on paper. Apart from the enforced changes, the team looks like this: Formasano, Dubois, Suarez, Salinas, Tanganga, Barat in front of them, Lemers and Tavernier in the centre of midfield, Smith Rowe on the left, Conceição on the right, Pereira up front. Let's make it back-to-back victories in this episode. Cook now, infield cut out by Barat, looks forward to Pereira. On his own up front as he goes over halfway, gives it to Conceição, getting forward. Men getting forward for us now. Conceição into the box. Can he get the shot away? It's a poor effort, and Jusiak down to his left hand side, to his near post, comfortably holds on to that, and it looks like after a pretty dull first half, it's going to go in 0-0 here. And I mean, stats wise, it looks pretty good, but if you just look at the XG, our XG only boosted by that chance you just saw then. Not really a good game at all, and it's the second time in this episode where it's not been a good game. It's Burnley 0, Aston Villa 0 here at half time. Free kick here, Ruiz will put in. Bucci, it's gone away from his man, and Formasano down to his right hand side gathers that comfortably, and that was a very, very poor highlight there. As we have the final 15 minutes of the game, it has been another drab game here, as we've got one substitution left to make, and we're going to make it here in the last 10 minutes, and we are going to just having a look at this now. So we're going to take Salinas off. We're going to move up front. We're going to go 2 up top. We're going to bring on Mika Beers to play alongside Pereira. We're going to move him into a pressing forward role and hopefully try and create something in these final couple of minutes. Would like to be able to go and win this game, as we have a free kick. Tanganga, little 1-2 with Tavernier. Neveskovic out towards Nicholas, and that's cut out. And Yuri Alberto now running towards the ball. Infield to Ruiz, into Bucci, and it's gone through Formasano. And that is a very poor goal to concede. As we get rid of that holding player, we've conceded straight away. So disappointing. Ball up to Nicholas, that was cut out. Yuri Alberto now on the left hand side, driving towards the byline, cut it infield to Ruiz, first time ball into Bucci, and he hit it first time and it went through the hands of Formasano, and that could be the deciding goal in this game, although Nicholas has a corner kick now, out swinger, but Vucikovic heads into the top corner. It is 1-1, and this game has come alive here right at the end. There's 4 minutes of stoppage time, so there may just be a chance to grab a winner for either side. We're going to drop some encouragement for this last minute. Is there anything going to happen? It doesn't look that way. It's a 1-1 draw, and we have snatched a draw away from the jaws of defeat. A goal from Vucikovic off the bench, the ball in from Nicholas. Vucikovic getting up, heading into the top corner, across the goalkeeper. It has finished 1-1 here. I'm not happy with the performance because it's been 2 pretty poor performances, considering the fact that we have picked up 4 points. Football is all about moments like that. That was pretty special. We move up to 11th, and our chance of possibly making the European spots has probably gone now with that, as we have 41 points with 3 points behind 7th still. But that was a game we could have moved to 43 points. We could have been in with a real shout, but we go to Arsenal next away, and then we are at home against Chelsea. So tough games we have to play 1st and 5th. We just need to be able to try and pick up some points here, and I do think now there's 15 points left to play for. We are now safe. Brentford can only get to 40 points. We have 41. So we are now safe. We have avoided the relegation battle. We have avoided getting relegated. The job is done for this season. We're just looking to finish as high as we possibly can now. Because you look at this, even down to 15th Southampton, we could be caught up with. So if you've enjoyed today's episode, it's going to be a lot shorter considering there were 2 very, very poor games. Please leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, leave a comment down below, do all that good stuff for me please, and I'll see you next time. Thank you and goodbye.